So things right now aren't looking very good over at Bioware. Bioware has been struggling for a while now since Dragon Age: The Veilguard has released. And let's be real, Bioware has been struggling even before Dragon Age: The Veilguard has released. Bioware has been getting subsidized by EA for years now. After the flop that was Anthem, after the flop that was Andromeda, and now you have the flop that is Dragon Age: The Veilguard, it's very clear that the developers over at Bioware are incapable of making an actual video game for gamers that they actually want to play. With that being said, a longtime Bioware writer has decided to leave the company out of nowhere for working there for about 15 years or something like that. And now we are at the point where we're going to start seeing the heads roll, right? I don't think this person was fired. I think they did leave, but I think they left out of frustration, and it's very evident in their post on Blue Sky. Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is just the first of many, right? This is the first of many people that are eventually going to start either leaving Bioware or getting forcibly exited from Bioware. One of the two is going to be happening as 2025 rolls around the corner. But I'm telling you right now, 2025 is going to be an absolutely wild year for the video game industry. The amount of chaos that is going to happen, I'm sure, is going to be astronomical. I mean, if you guys thought the amount of layoffs and craziness that was happening this year was a lot, just wait and see until 2025 rolls around, when the earnings calls start happening and the investors start questioning and people have to start giving answers for the activism that they've been doing. So let's get into this article, guys, from Fandom Pulse. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So Sylvia, a senior writer, announces she left Bioware after being with the company for 15 years. That is a very, very, very long time. For her to just randomly leave like that, there obviously has to be a reason for that. I don't know how old she is. I can't imagine she's old enough to the point where she's got to retire. But still, her randomly leaving after 15 years is very clear that Bioware today is not what Bioware used to be of yesterday. Whose first credits at Bioware were on Mass Effect 2 all the way back in 2010, announced on Blue Sky that she was leaving the company. And of course, she announced it on Blue Sky. I mean, these people have ran over to Blue Sky as this like shield. They think that going to Blue Sky means they're not going to be able to see the chuds anymore, that they're not going to be able to see all of the bad and negative stuff that's on Twitter now, not realizing that all it is that people are allowed to talk freely on X now, and they want it to go back to how it was when Elon didn't own it, which was 95-5, a fucking Democrat-Republican blue-red split, where everything you saw was blue leaning, right? That's what they want to go back to. So that's why they went and they ran to Blue Sky. This is their safe haven. This is what they're told to make accounts on. This is what they all go to on in terms of developers and whatnot. Everybody goes to Blue Sky. So then she says, "Hey everyone, sorry I've been quiet on here." Yeah, because you don't use it as much as X. Was busy with a big decision, namely deciding to leave Bioware. I'll really, really miss working with everyone here. But after 15 years, it just feels like a good time for a break. If/when I've got something noteworthy lined up, I'll mention it here. In a subsequent post, she added, "I'll go back to answering your questions/comments, thank you for them, before shutting the account down." Wait, you're going to shut the account down? What the fuck? So wait, so you left Bioware. That's so weird. So you left Bioware and you're deciding you're going to shut down your social media accounts that have nothing to do with Bioware after leaving them? I just don't understand. Like, if you're talking about wanting to not see social media and be in a safe space, then that's something different. But isn't that the whole reason why Blue Sky exists for you? So that you can stay on Blue Sky and not have to worry about seeing the chuds? But now that you're leaving Bioware, you want to shut down your personal social media accounts too? I mean, that seems a little bit odd to me. What could have happened over there, I wonder, that would make her want to run away like that? Anyway, she said, "I'll go back to answering your questions and comments before shutting the account down. It'll just be slow. Because I've left Bioware, there's likely a few things I can't answer now just because I can't look them up with certainty anymore. But a lot of questions I saw are fine." Now, again, I don't understand why the need to delete your Blue Sky account, considering that, you leaving Bioware should have nothing to do with any of that. But still, I got to imagine, like, what the hell happened? I think at this point, it's very clear that Sylvia is experiencing what a lot of developers over at Bioware are currently experiencing right now, which is probably, oh shit, things are about to hit the fan in 2025. Should I get out now or should I just wait it out? You know, and I feel like Sylvia being there for 15 years probably got some sort of a package when she left, and she decided to take it and exit stage right. But as noted above, Sylvia had been with BioWare since 2010. She had worked on Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 before joining the Dragon Age team and working on Dragon Age Inquisition. She then moved over to Anthem before returning to Dragon Age for Dragon Age the Veilguard. It is unclear why Sylvia decided to leave the company after 15 years, but the move does come in the wake of numerous indicators that the game was a financial failure, which, I mean, listen, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but we have literally talked about this to nausea because this game is a financial failure. They can try to dodge the question all they want, but at the end of the day, the game's a flop, man. You know, it has a 90.1% decline in the last 24 hours compared to its original numbers. 90.1% decline. A 24-hour peak of 8,775 compared to an all-time peak just 1 month ago when everybody was streaming it and making fun of it at 89,418. It's very clear that nobody wanted to play this game to actually play the game. They only wanted to play the game to stream it and make fun of it because that was the only thing it was worth for. That was literally it. On top of the peak player counts being as low, as well as the game seeing massive fall off in less than 2 months, Veilguard's game director also refused to answer a question about the game sales. If you guys missed that video, I made a video talking about the interview that they had with Eurogamer. I know John Eptrent's going to rehash the interview here, but there's a video on my channel about it, talking about it, and ultimately, it's just Corin Bush dodging every single question about sales. You know, this guy doesn't really want to talk about how the game is performing. When asked about how the game's performing, you know what he said? He said it made us feel good. That's basically it. The game made us feel good, so we measure that as a success. The game made the journalists feel good, so we measure that as a success. They don't care about the sales. They don't care about making gamers happy. Gamers are never the first thing that come out of these people's mouths when asked about how a game is doing. They don't care. They only care about whether or not it made them feel good and whether or not it made the journalists feel good. Good enough to give them 9 out of 10 glowing reviews, but nobody bought the game. How sad is that, right? All these people that gave 9 out of 10 reviews did it with a free copy where everybody else bought the game and laughed at it as what it was, and it was absolute trash. That's really what it is. So anyway, ultimately, Sylvia leaving is a questionable thing. I don't know what's really going on there. I gotta imagine we're probably going to find out more information over the coming days as she starts supposedly answering questions. I don't know if she's really going to do that as she said she's going to, but that's what she says is going to happen. So we'll find out what happens as time goes on. But right now, I will say that with Sylvia leaving, this is the first of many that are going to eventually be leaving BioWare over the next couple of months. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate if you get to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.